Hello everyone, how are you doing today? I am back with my review of IDW Sonic the Hedgehog Tangle and Whisper number 3. I rambled on in the last video about how they're like, hey, that guy needs to give us some more free publicity. Release 2 comics on the same day. So I won't do the same thing here. Let's just hop into the comic. So it opens with Whisper beginning to explain her past, and how she was a part of a group of mercenaries called the Diamond Cutters who helped out during the whole Forces incident. And she gives Tangle her mask to show like them, and she just shows one of their missions that happened, and it wasn't really important. It was basically just meant to show the everyday occurrences. And we also find out that while wearing the mask, you can actually understand what the wisps are saying, which is interesting. Why don't they all have that? You think Sonic and friends would have created something so like they used the wisps enough, right? I don't know, like that's just well Tails did have his Miles Electric by the end of Colors. He could communicate with them, so maybe I don't know. Anyway, moving on. So Tangle's really impressed by the whole talking to wisps thing, and so we find out that that's staying in. So we find out that the Wispon, or the variable Wispon, was created by the smart member of the team. I don't know which one. But so Tangle is essentially like, just let it out, just tell me like what exactly happened to these guys. And Whisper decides that she can't. So Tangle's like, well, you have a recording, just let me see. So Whisper lets her see that the whole team was brutally murdered by shadow androids. Mimic betrayed them and was like, well, because this was right at the beginning of, right after Sonic was taken up to the Death Egg, and he's like, by the end of the month, you'll have 99% of the planet, so I want to not be on your bad side. So Eggman's like, okay. But yeah, so I guess that explains why why Whisper had a problem with Shadow. If you remember, way back during Battle on Angel Island, she was like giving Shadow a look. Yeah, I remember my theory was that it was going to be one of the Phantom Shadows, but Shadow Androids is more interesting, you know. Although, if he still has those, why doesn't he use them more often? I don't know. That's just, I feel like if you have an army of shadows, you should, like, maybe the problem is, like, he doesn't know if he can control them, but he felt like since it was a contained area, he could let them loose in here. I don't know. But so, Whisper goes back to rescue the Wisps, because that's all that's left. And yeah, so they all died. We don't see them die, but it's heavily implied. Tangle is like, why do you have that footage? And Whisper's like, I never forget, basically. So they give us some exposition about, you know, why they feel the need to remind us of that look she was giving Shadow, which, yeah, I don't know, maybe not everyone remember that like I did. And, yeah, there's actually a nice moment where Tangle's like, why were you know Mimic is dangerous, why did you try to leave me behind, why didn't you bring someone? And Whisper is like, I can't lose another friend. And then we have this panel, which you're seeing on screen right now, that, like, I know the art in this series can be a bit cartoony, but, like, you know, Tangle has, like, weird, bright eyes quite often. But I feel like this panel is very out of place in this, like, pretty serious scene. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. But Tangle is like, we look after each other. We're gonna track down Mimic, and we're gonna make him pay. Gives her a hug, which is nice, you know. And they leave a message for Mimic where they're like, you know, let's finish this. You know, we're gonna meet where it started. And then the issue ends. Pretty good issue. We see Whisper's origins, which it was, I mean, we all knew it was coming. The Shadow Androids thing I didn't expect. I'd actually forgotten about that look she gave Shadow until I saw the Shadow Androids, and I was like, oh, that makes sense. Yeah, it's nice to see it, because, you know, she's been pretty shrouded in mystery. Her and Tangle, I think, work well together. I think they're a cool pair. So I hope I hope we get more of this. I hope we see, like, I don't expect them to get non-going, but, like, you know, maybe if they can get, like, a backup in the main book, I don't know. But yeah, overall, I enjoyed this issue. I recommend going out and picking it up. We got one left. It should be a good finale. Yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.